Okay, everyone, we are recording and welcome to tonight's call. We are super excited to just share everything with you. I'm going to have everyone go ahead and mute themselves just so we don't get any background noise and things going on. But go ahead and mute yourself. And then afterwards, when there's conversation, we can go ahead and do that. So, but anyway, we just wanted to come to you and kind of tell you what the premise is of this call. Hang on, I'm going to figure out where that noise is coming from. I think I found it. But so we had decided, I know that my region had been doing calls once a week for the RVP2B group. Polly's region, where they were doing calls for the RVP2B group as well. And we had just thought, let's come together. A lot of teams do their weekly calls together. And so what we were thinking, just to have more energy, different trainings, and really focus on this, is to go ahead and have a call every week. So Sunday at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. And we would have this call, and basically what we'll do is just come together as a team. The first Sunday of the month, we will break up as regions. So if you're in my region, you will just stay on this line. If you're in Polly's region, you'll go on her line. And then that way we can kind of talk more about strategy and have it be a little bit more one-on-one, and go over the praise report and that sort of thing. But then the rest of the month, what we're going to do is come together as a nation, all of the regions together. And we're going to have outside speakers. We're going to have speakers from within our team. And basically what's going to happen is you're not going to hear this. I'm not going to have any part of this. Like, it's basically going to be, if you're assigned to a week, then that is your training. You own it. You research it. You come up with a training. You lead the call. And I mean, this is what we're all doing anyway. We're rising up to leadership. We're all going to be VPs on this team. So might as well get started now. So I want to go ahead and let Gaby take it from here, because I don't want to waste another minute on the awesome training that she has in store. And just so you know, like a little side note, we are going to be including the RVP2B, like what we're following on. And if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're interested, just shoot me a message and we can fill you in on that. But we're on week 6 right now, I think 5, 6, somewhere around there. I don't know the week. 6. Okay, week 6 right now. And so we're going to be tying in what they're talking about and spinning off into a training on that. So Gaby, if you could take it away.
Awesome. And Andrew, I think that you can mute everybody on your side, on your end, since you're the host. But hey, y'all. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right in. And I'm really excited to kick off this training, because I had the opportunity to chat with Kat, who was she was the trainer on the RVP2B call from this past week that we listened to. And like Andrew said, if you don't know what we're talking about, get with one of us on what we mean when we say RVP2B. But y'all, this series is amazing, and I highly recommend it. If you feel like you're stuck or need to get your business off the ground running, definitely dive in and do it. And y'all, I just want to give you a tidbit about Kat. So she is 23 years old. She's an ENVP. She's been in Arbonne for about 2 years, a little over 2 years, which is just crazy. Her and her team have been moving so fast. And I had the chance to sit with them, and they just poured into me. And I'm going to tell you all of the nitty gritty that they shared with me. But before we do that, I do want to talk about one of the things that Kat mentioned in the RVP2B training from this past week. So she talks about this thing called the 30 and 30 challenge. And what that is where you make a list of 100 people. You reach out to them over the course of 24 to 48 hours. And then your goal is to get in front of at least 30 people over the next 30 days. And so what this does for your business is massive. And she said that when she started her business, she wanted to hit the ground running and really make a splash. So if you want to do the same thing, which I definitely suggest doing, like, it's no fun when you just sit on the sidelines in Arbonne. Like, I'm going to be super honest with y'all. I've been in area for years and I am so tired of it. So I encourage you to move fast if you can. So what she says is to get your business off the ground and running, do this 30 and 30 challenge, go ahead and revamp your 100-person list. And I want to challenge you right now, because I know you know more than 100 people. Like, I promise you know more than 100 people. And when people say that to me, like, I don't know anybody. Yes, you do. Pull out your Facebook, pull out your phone contacts. There are definitely more than 100 people on there. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh my gosh, please don't make me reach out to like my distant cousin, blah, blah. Y'all, you are making it about yourself. And I am going to dive into this more in a minute, but you definitely know more than 100 people. So I just want to share some personal results that I've had so far from doing this challenge this past week. So from this homework, This past week alone, in the past 7 days, I've sponsored 3 new business builders, signing up another one tonight. I've had about 12 FaceTime calls. I've sent a ton of videos out, and this is just the start. Like, I'm just getting started, y'all, and that is so exciting. So we know that out of 100 messages, you can expect at least 30 replies. And from that 30 replies and conversations that you have, you can expect to find at least a few business builders and clients to join your business. So why would you not do this? I mean, it just makes so much sense. Like, what do you have to lose? And the time is now. I know we keep saying this, but y'all, it is your time. It's Arbonne's time. And just being in Mexico this past week solidified my belief in this company and what we have in our hands. It is such a gift that you have with Arbonne. And one of the things I heard in a training recently was, if someone handed you a beautifully wrapped gift at Christmas, would you just sit there and hold it and not open it? No, that would be so rude. Like, you would tear it apart and be like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so excited for this gift. Y'all, that is what we have with Arbonne. It is this beautifully wrapped gift in the form of Arbonne. And so when we share this business and these products, we are sharing a gift. And when you think about it like that, it comes from a place of authenticity and selflessness. And that's what we have in Arbonne. And so not only could this help their health and their finances, which we know it can do those two things, but it can also bring them community and friends. And so many people are looking for that. It can help them develop themselves into people that they don't even recognize in a few years. I mean, the person I've become over these past few years is mind-blowing to me. And so how dare you not share this? Like, if you are not sharing it with people, you are being so selfish. So I want you to think about this. And if you're nervous about asking or sharing this, why? I want you to really ask yourself that. Why are you nervous? What makes you scared? There is nothing to be afraid of, because you have the best gift ever to offer. And when, like I said, when you offer it from that place of authenticity, you are going to have a massive ripple effect and a positive effect on people's lives. So really quick, raise your hand if you're mad at the person that introduced you to Arbonne. Okay, great. So y'all, my point is, Arbonne has helped you in some way, whether it's your health, your finances, and even if you're not in the place you want to be in your business, I guarantee you that you've made some friends doing Arbonne, that you've grown as a person, that it's helped someone in your family with their health. It is incredible. So no matter where you are in your business, Arbonne has helped you in some way, and you're just paying it forward now. So you need to get out there and share this. And so, like I said, the last day, my last full day at the Hard Rock, I was walking around the pool and I went and sat next to this group of girls, and Kat was one of them. And y'all, they just poured into me and gave me so many things that I want to share with you. So I'm going to break these down into 5 tips. So go ahead and grab a pen and paper. And this is recorded, so I'm going to talk fast, but you can come back and watch the recording. The first thing is actually the best news ever. We are already doing what we need to be doing, which is building our $2,500 brick and teaching that to other people. But what we're not doing is more. So she said, just do more. Right now, we say get in front of 40 faces. Y'all, they are moving fast because they're getting in front of 80 to 120 faces a month. And that is business conversations, back and forth conversations about the business, because you can always fall back on the products. And so they do this through FaceTimes, groups. They do in-person and virtual. They are doing phone calls, coffee dates. They are doing a mix of everything. And they said a common misconception, because I know a lot of you are seeing them on social media and you think that they're running their business on social media, but it's still a belly-to-belly business. And even if you're virtual, you need to get that off of social media and do it over FaceTime or a Zoom call or a phone call and build that relationship. And like I said, lead with the business, because you can always fall back on the product. And y'all, so often we get stuck thinking that we are product promoters when really we are supposed to be vision painters, right? Like, the products are incredible. They are life-changing. But the biggest gift that Arbonne has to offer is this business, because of the time freedom and the flexibility that you can build with this. So the second tip is give up to go up. You're going to have to say no to a few things if you're chasing after a goal, especially if you're going for a big promotion or going for a qual this month. Every little thing counts, and that's going to include saying no to things that you want to do. And like Andrea said earlier, it might mean not going to dinner with your family. It might mean saying no to a girls' weekend. Some of the girls that I was sitting with, they were saying that they ended up like saying no to, they booked like a bachelorette weekend and they said no to it because they were working on going nation qual. Y'all, like, how serious are you about your business? I remember when I came home just now from Mexico a couple of days ago, I told Ian, because that was one of the things, is that I wanted to set that expectation. I said, hey, I am finishing this promotion this month. Like, this is too close to not happen. But that also means that I'm not going to be able to go to dinner, like out with friends. I'm not going to be able to go to the breweries with you on the weekends and hang out with people. And he's fine with that because he knows where I am in my business and because I've clearly communicated it to him. So if you have family that they don't know what your goals are, tell them. This is super important. The third tip is to work your business daily. Okay. I want to really stress the daily part because consistency compounds. And a really good book recommendation is, if you haven't read The Slight Edge, read it immediately. And there were girls that were sitting there, y'all, that have full-time jobs and families. And so they wake up at 4 a.m. every single day to work their business. They do reach outs over Instagram so it doesn't blow up their phone while people are sleeping. They send out emails at 4 a.m. Y'all, they are working their business in the nooks and crannies before their family even wakes up. So what are you willing to do? Like, are you willing to wake up at 4 a.m. to work this business? How serious are you? And one thing that Madeline Griffin said to me was that she got really upset with Kat, who's her NVP, because Kat told her, Madeline, you're not taking your nation qual very seriously. And she was like, what are you talking about? I am like doing everything I can. I'm blowing it up. And she said, no, you're not. You're taking the weekends off. And every month we get to close day and you always complain, I wish I just had one more day. When really you had a ton of extra days. You were just out with friends. You were skiing on the weekends. You were doing all these things, going to meet friends at a brewery when really you could have been working your business. So again, how seriously are you going to take this? And y'all, if you aren't working on the weekends, this was like kind of mind blowing to me. That means that you're leaving. That means you're not working 8 to 12 days, depending on the month of the month. Like, that's half of the month that you're not working your business. Isn't that amazing? Like, that means that you have so much more time than you think. So just jump in and work on the weekends, even if it's just a little bit here and there, because it is that consistency that counts. The fourth tip is, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Get into personal activity and remember that the team that gets you to district is not the same team that gets you to area. And the team that gets you to area is not going to be the same team that gets you to region, and so on. So you have to always be building new. You cannot rely on your current team, right? Like, if you have a massive goal, I want you to calculate and do all the strategy and then slash it in half. Where does that leave you? And what are you willing to do to get there? And y'all, the last thing, the fifth tip, is mindset. This is everything. I know we talk about this all the time, but the people that move fast in Arbonne come in with a mindset of abundance. That means they are thinking positive thoughts. They think that there is, the world is their oyster. And something that I read in the book today that I'm reading, which is great, by the way, it's called Ask and It Is Given. It's a little woo-woo. I just get through the first 2 chapters. I told Polly that the other day. But one of the things that they said in this book was that there is no such thing as competition, because the people that you are meant to have in your life and in your business are going to come to you, and those that aren't will go to someone else. So don't get upset when someone goes to another consultant. Don't get upset if someone leaves your business. Like, they are not meant to be there, because you're going to attract the people that you are meant to have into your business. And so just trust in that and have that mindset of abundance, because there are so many people in the world. Y'all, Arbonne is in 6, 7 countries. How many people are in each of those countries? Like, every day people are turning 18. Every day you have opportunities to share this with people. So have that mindset of abundance, y'all, and understand that this business requires work and effort. It's not magic, it's numbers, right? It's math. So just do more, and know that winners do what it takes. So instead of excuses, instead of saying, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have any time in my day, I work a really crazy job, I have kids, you don't understand, Gabby, I have all these things going on, or you don't understand, Polly or Andrew, whoever your upline is. Y'all, winners do what it takes. Stop with the excuses. Figure out when you do have that time, right? Like, wake up at 4 in the morning if you need to. Stop with the excuses, because again, what you put out, you get back. So if you are filled with excuses, you're going to attract a lot of people into your business with excuses. So put on your big girl panties or big boy panties, whoever you are, and just get over it and just get into activity. So instead of thinking when you don't have time, I want you to really, really look at your schedule and figure out when you do have those chunks of time, even if it's 15 minutes of focused activity. And y'all, when you are in a slump, again, with mindset, what do? This is going to define you as a leader. Are you getting really sad on yourself? Are you, taking the day off because you're sad, blah, blah, blah? Or are you diving into a book and listening to a SoundCloud and getting outside and walking or doing something that's going to bring you energy? I know when I get down, I immediately shower and I listen to a SoundCloud, or I go on a walk because I know that's going to make me feel better, or I go to a workout class, or like I call a friend, listen to music, find out what it is that makes you get on that level and that higher energy and focus on that. So we are halfway through the month. There is so much time left, and you have to believe that you can do this. I believe in you. We all believe in you. There is so much incredible things that are happening in this Arbonne community right now. So to recap and to finish this month strong, do more, say no and give up to go up, work your business daily. If it's meant to be, it's up to you. And mindset. Y'all, I love you. I love this team. You're here for a reason, and don't forget that. You are a part of this tribe for a reason. We love you. We are here for you. We're here to lift you up, to challenge you, to cheer you on. We're going to push you out of your comfort zone and encourage you to be the best version of yourself. But we can't do your sit-ups for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to get out there and get into activity and make this your best month yet. Because like I said, what do you have to lose, and why are you not doing this yet? We have such a gift to give. And if you're keeping it to yourself, that is so selfish. So just think about the massive ripple effect that you're going to have on this world and this community. And I'm just so excited to see everybody flourish over the rest of this month and into the spring and GTC. And that is all I have for y'all tonight. And we can stop the recording and answer any questions.
Okay, let me stop the recording.